Deep in the farthest corners of Central America, within the largest tropical freshwater lake in America, Lake Cocibalca, aka Lake Nicaragua, you will find a river that even today, in the XXI century, is one of the most inaccessible areas of the Western Hemisphere. The river, known as San Juan River, is 120 miles long, 200 km, and is born on the southeastern corner of this huge lake. Here you will find the city of San Carlos, the capital of the remote department of Rio San Juan, which functions as a distribution center for all of the communities that are downriver. Highways end at San Carlos, and from this outpost, the only way to travel down the river is by boat. A busy dock is the point where the different boats that travel down the San Juan arrive and depart from. San Carlos is the last chance you will have in this part of Nicaragua to get cash from your credit or debit cards. There are a couple of banks in town and they both have an ATM machine, so make sure you get some cash and if possible, get small bills. Once you get into the more remote locations within the San Juan River, you will not be able to get cash or get change from large bills. The main communities downriver are Boca de Sabilos, El Castillo, and at the river's delta, San Juan de Nicaragua, aka San Juan del Nor, and Great Town. Traveling from San Carlos to San Juan de Nicaragua can be a day-long journey in a unique longboat that can take up to 60 passengers and a full 12 hours trip. The best way to do the journey is to break it up into trips, one day from San Carlos to El Castillo, and another day from El Castillo to San Juan de Nicaragua. Before you embark on this unique and memorable trip, make sure you fit your trip to the schedules when the fast boat operates. Let me explain myself. There are two different kinds of boats, the fast boat and the slow or regular boat. The first takes half the time that the regular boat takes and will make a difference on how enjoyable your trip will be. The fast boat operates daily between San Carlos and El Castillo, and there are usually 2 daily trips, the last one departing at 3:30 in the afternoon. The trip takes roughly 1 hour, and there is a short stop en route at Boca de Sabilos, which is about 2/3 of the way along the route. You will find it interesting that as soon as you depart, the assistant will pass down a list where you are requested to write down your name, nationality, ID number, and age. This is actually the manifest that they will actually hand in to authorities along the way. For every official stop, there is a new passenger manifest that must be filled out. The more touristy area of the river begins at Boca de Sabilos. This is the area that is famous for tarpon fishing, and you will pass along several lodges and inns that specialize in fishing packages, such as Hotel Sabilos, Sabilos Lodge, and Monte Cristo Lodge. Your boat might even stop there along the way if there are any guests going to these lodges. As you arrive at El Castillo, which will be where you will disembark and spend the night, you will see a fortress on the top of a hilltop. This is a historic site where Nicaragua has staged several fights to defend its sovereignty. The town actually grew around the fortress and is a truly unique community. The only way to get there is by boat. There are no roads or highways leading to it. There are no cars or motorcycles in town either, so this is truly a pedestrian town. The community is spread along the river bank, and most of the hotels and restaurants are also located right on the river. There are several different hotels where you can stay here. The best are the Hotel Victoria and the Hotel Luna del Rio. You should plan on spending at least 1 day in El Castillo, which will mean that you need to plan on 2 nights, especially if you arrive on the late boat out of San Carlos. There are several different restaurants in town, and you will find that the specialty is river shrimp, huge tasty shrimp that you should surely try. Make sure you visit the fortress and the museum that is located there. You will be surprised to find the Cornelius Vanderbilt had a shipping company that had steamships traveling up the river and across the lake to a village called La Virgen, located very close to the detour from the Pan American Highway towards San Juan del Sur.